I'm Dr. Catherine Lewis. I'm the Executive Director of Museums, Archives, and Rare Books, and the Director of the Museum of History and Holocaust Education. And I am simply delighted to welcome such a large group here to open the Women in War exhibit. I'm curious for many of you, how many of you this is the first time to Kennesaw? Just a handful, but wonderful. So welcome. We are a really vibrant campus of 25,000 students. So if you haven't visited us before and this is your first time, we certainly hope you walk away with a very fine impression of us. Now, for the rest of you who've been here many times, some of you who come every day, we're certainly glad to have you here to celebrate the Women in War exhibit. Here at the Museum of History and Holocaust Education and within the Department of Museums, Archives, and Rare Books, we serve over 150,000 people a year. In fact, we are, for most people in the community, the first face of Kennesaw. And we are really proud of that, and we always try to do wonderful programs and exhibits, educational outreach, on-site tours that really celebrate the importance of this history. And so we really take that legacy really quite seriously. So we are excited to have you. We work really closely with all of the colleges at Kennesaw State and with many of our students. So if you are a student here at Kennesaw, I'd like you to stand for a moment so all of our guests can see how many students participate. Wonderful. Thank you, guys. And you're going to get a chance to meet some of our students today, and many of them, especially in history, but not exclusively in history, are training in our public history program. And it is a wonderful certificate program where students take 6 courses in preservation and museums in a wide range of fields that prepares them to work in this field. And I'd like to recognize Dr. Jennifer Dickey. Jennifer, if you'll raise your hand. Jennifer is the coordinator of our public history program, and many of our projects, you'll see Women in War today, you'll see the Tuskegee Airmen exhibit, you'll see a number of our exhibits are really led by Jennifer and curated by our students. And as a university, we take that very seriously. So I couldn't be more proud to be here this evening, or this afternoon, not just as a representative of Kennesaw, but actually as a women's historian. It is my main field of study, and to do an exhibit on women's history, to celebrate women's contributions to World War II is very close to my heart. And you're going to hear from our colleagues and some of our students and one of our community members, who's a Rosie here in the front row, about the importance of this history and the importance of learning about it. But on behalf of the university, I want to bring up one of our newest colleagues. I'm going to introduce you to Maria Britt. It's hard for me not to call her Major General, but I can call her Maria because she is retired. But she has served in the military for over 28 years and retired as a Major General. She was in the 4th class of women at West Point. Now that is an amazing accomplishment in 1979. And she has won a legion of awards. It's hard for me to even read them, Maria, but I'm going to just give a couple. And decorations: the Legion of Merit, Meritorious Service Medal with 4 oak leaf clusters, the Army Commendation Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters, the Army Achievement Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters, and the National Defense Service Medal. So Maria has just joined us here at Kennesaw. I can't even think how many days you've been here, Maria. It feels like forever because you have so much work, but for a month officially. And she is now our Associate Vice President for Operations at Kennesaw State, working with Dr. Randy Hines. And on behalf of the university, she's going to welcome us. So Maria.
Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate that introduction. Again, it is my pleasure and my honor to welcome you each to Kennesaw State University today and the opening reception of Beyond Rosie, Women in World War II. This is our newest traveling exhibit. And what an exciting icon in our history. I mean, you just look at that, you know. It is exciting. And Rosie started a revolution in our country. She was a powerful symbol that recruited over 2 million women into the workforce, most for patriotic reasons, because the women knew the sooner we could get the war machine rolled out, the sooner we could get our men home. And that's why they went and stepped up to do what they did. And this unique face of a campaign would forever change the relationship between women and the workplace. And what a revolution it has been. This exhibit exemplifies Kennesaw State University's commitment to community engagement and education. It's consistent with the university's dedication to public service, diversity, collaborative research. In the upcoming years, the Beyond Rosie exhibit will travel to schools and universities all across our state. And it will educate children, members of the public throughout the region. And it is our hope through this exhibit to inspire individual lives and let them learn the lessons of history firsthand. The introduction to the museum's signature exhibit, V for Victory, Georgia Remembers World War II, highlights the goals of this exhibit. Like every other war, World War II was fought by individuals, each with his or her own unique experiences. These individuals were real people, our parents, our grandparents. And though all ordinary, they made extraordinary sacrifices for each other and for future generations. To see them, listen to them, to be with them is to touch history. And that's what we're here to do today. We are here to promote dialogue and understanding about the past and its significance to today. So thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedules to be a part of this piece of history at Kennesaw State University. It is now my pleasure to introduce Julia Brock, curator for the Museum of History and Holocaust Education and project coordinator for Beyond Rosie, Women in World War II. Julia.